Hey, what's up, Street Talks? Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. So, a word of motivation. Remember, as a photographer, you're essentially a life affirmer, which means every time you click the shutter, you're essentially telling your audience or telling yourself, this is beautiful, this is meaningful, this is something important, thus I made a photograph of it. And this is really important to think because a lot of people nowadays in today's world, they fall victim to something called nihilism. So nihilism is Latin. It kind of means nothing, which means, like if you have some friends who are like, oh, what's the point of living? It doesn't matter anyways. And usually people fall victim to this. Usually intelligent people who are very rational, people who aren't religious or spiritual, and they're like, what's the point of even living? I'm not going to make a difference anyways. And one of the best ways to overcome this feeling of nihilism is making photos which affirm life. That says, I'm so happy to be alive, I'm so grateful to be alive, to be part of this amazing society, all these wonderful joys, foods, peoples, conversations, and artwork. I'm going to make photos that affirm life, that show that life is worth living, and how beautiful the world is. So for example, whenever I shoot street photography, it's about me showing my appreciation for being alive, being part of a society by having so many different cultures, ways of living, and to me that's super exciting. And whenever I make photos of Cindy or my family or friends, I'm essentially affirming that I'm so grateful to have these wonderful, loving people in my life. I'm gonna make photos to show my appreciation for that. Or even when I'm photographing my food or my coffee, I'm like, man, this tastes so good, or I'm so happy to be alive, to just have a little bit of this small little joys in life that bring me great pleasure. And so, one question I'll just kind of ask you, and just kind of challenge you to think about is that, like, when you're making photos, what are you showing appreciation for? Are you making photos of your friends, your family, your loved ones, strangers, people you connect with? And what are you trying to say with your photos? Are you a positive photographer? Are you an optimistic photographer? Or are you making photos because you're not sure why you're making photos, to hopefully not just gain a bunch of likes and followers on Instagram and social media? But once again, I think photography is a tool to finding more appreciation in everyday life. The point of photography, I think, isn't about making good photos, but rather finding more joy in everyday life. And so photography should be a tool to help you live a happier, more productive, more fruitful, more purposeful life, and also realize that as a photographer and as a human being, you could dictate your own purpose in life. I don't think there is ultimately a life purpose. I mean, we were born without our own permission. We were just kind of thrust into this world. But it's kind of your duty to dictate your own purpose in life, what you find purposeful, what you find meaningful, what brings you joy, and to create joyful images and share this joy with others to hopefully inspire other people. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And yeah, leave a comment below. Why do you make photos? And when do you make photos? What are you affirming? Look forward to seeing your responses. Peace out.